Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here. Okay, I'm going to plow straight in. There's something big going on with the sun, and I just want to catch you up because I know I'm not the only one that's going through it. So I'm just going to read you. Oh, I'm going to read you my notes from last week. So, after making the last video, last Monday the 9th, where something big presented itself, do you remember I couldn't see the edges of it? Here's what happened. So I finished my client work for the day, fed myself, got a temperature, headache, started sneezing, went to bed, woke up 1 a.m. till 3:30 a.m. Then Tuesday, the 10th, felt good, client work, fed myself, and then started to get really tearful. Dropped into the emotion to hear the words, I miss me, coming from somewhere galactic. It was so, I can't just, what's the word? Begins with dis. I can't think of the word. Okay. Then corroboration started appearing. And Stefan Burns told me personally that from now until the end of December, the sun is crossing the galactic center, infusing galactic energies with solar fire. Okay. So I move into another heart soul activation where I'm reminded of these words, the unreported mysteries of the solar convention, from 2 videos ago, which takes me into a full kundalini piece of work. And then I got sick, and that laid me out for 2 days. Okay. So, solar convention, there is something going on with the sun, not necessarily part of solar cycle 25. So since then, yeah, sun crossing galactic center, 30 solar flares in 48 hours. Mars retrograde and Venus in exact opposition. Arcturus comes in with linked to current sun activations. And then I'm guided to go to my last 5 videos and look at the titles. So, 5th of November, Into the Unknown, holds space to dance in new ways. 18th of November, The Adventure is in the Empty Room, birthing awkwardness. 26th of November, How do you personify fire? 27th of November, Discerning the Nectar Voice of Gnosis. And then at 4 minutes 54, I think, which is a 13-4. Death and rebirth. That's Phoenix energy. It's fire. Yeah, so at 4 minutes 54, unreported mysteries of the solar convention come in, and the Aquarian solar dragon had come in that morning. 9th of December, resolving conflict, a profoundly different experience of the same life. And mysteriously, that video was 56 long. 56 is DNA. So we have double 56, which is a double 11, 22-4. Okay, so we're bringing into reality a higher organized something. And then on my feed appears a chap called Alexander Quinn. So he's a starseed channel. And in his video, he picks up a piece of footage. I believe it's on the NASA website, of the sun putting out a really big solar flare and something that looks like a ship. A big disk comes in under the sun and takes it away. Okay. So he channels on behalf of the Arcturians. So I don't specifically do starseed work. I'm more about how that interfaces with humanity. So there's a lot going on with the sun. And now we have Venus triggering that deepest wound in the third house of the collective, hand in hand with Pluto. And this is going to get really interesting because it seems to be triggering something so primal in us. It's almost like an apocalyptic wound that happened before we can even remember. It's that old. That's why I posted the video. Check out the video on my community tab with Emilio and Barbara Handclough. It's a beautiful video. So dimensionally speaking, this is a huge shift. And honestly, March next year, we might not know what's hit us. Because when Neptune and Saturn move into Aries, the story might sound something like, but I don't know which way to go. Well, get off your ass. It's that kind of move, okay? So we're building something big and we're in it. It feels Uranian. It feels deep buried wound. So there could be a big explosion. And personally, my workload just went up. So this might be another big burp. Okay, so you might be feeling this in your body. I'm going to go to the cards. So today I've gone to the Mystical Healing Oracle. 3 cards have come out, and they are examine your integrity and the puppeted self. And what this immediately says is, are you looking out or are you looking in? Both are okay. Neither is okay or not okay. But notice where you're going. Because that 22-4 wants to come from within and birth without. Okay. And also in examining the integrity, examine your integrity in your devotion and commitment to the higher self, to the higher voice, to the sovereign voice. Yeah, a higher level of devotion is being called for. Um, it's actually triggering my laziness because I prefer kind of an easy life, but it might be study. I've actually got a book arriving today, so my Christmas is going to be spent studying. Yeah, I was just going to say we're going to be going way outside the box. To what box? There is no box. There is no container. There never was a container. It was a choice. And the challenge in here is to speak without thinking, is to act without thinking. And step into difference and step out of deference. Mm. I'm going to clarify this. Because this might be the primal wound. This might be the memory wipe. This might be when we lost. Because one of the messages I got internally over the weekend was it was about separation. It wasn't so much about the separation wound from source. It's about a layered separation from accessing all dimensions all at once. So this is intelligence. And I watched one of Russ's, my mate Russell, rustling around, check him out. I watched one of Russ's videos the other day, and he put into words what I haven't been able to say, which is the way that intelligence unpacks itself. It's like it's like a multiplying spell. It's like the multiplying spell and Pandora's box had a baby together. And when the downloads come in at the moment, I can unpack a layer and translate that and get that out. And then it just keeps unpacking. And it's exactly what Russell said. It just doesn't stop unpacking. The more I unpack, the more it reveals. So we're in this powerful revelatory energy where I think the biggest challenge is going to be to keep up. I'm not keeping up. It's coming in so fast. I'm not keeping up. I'll get there because I've got myself this far. I just need to be patient with myself and stay in my integrity that I'm back in student mode. So I'm going to go to Russ's deck, the Musical Alchemy of Astrology. Love this deck. And if I may, I'd like to clarify, contemplate death and beyond, which is coming in on that sixth energy, which seeks the harmony in the heart. And again, one of the big messages is, are you coming from your heart? What's driving that action? What is driving that will? Clarify death and beyond, please. And my throat's going to go into a clearing process. Okay. And the two cards that have come out are very blue. So let's bring the throat chakra in. Just make contact with your throat chakra, drop right into the body. Let's do this together. So we have oppositions. What I immediately get from this is the movement, is the transcendence above polarity. So we've been doing the work through duality. It's either this or this. Into polarity. Oh, it's everything. And where do I want to be in that? And when we transcend polarity, we come into unity consciousness. So opposition speaks of 62.8. Yeah, I can feel that. It's like the eight wants to build, but the eight is acting upon that two. The eight is acting to dissolve the two and bring it into that six, the chalice, the heart, the harmony with the heart, which speaks to what was the intention in the action. So quantum entangled tensions, songs and cover versions. The original or the cover version. Yeah. Are you dancing someone else's dance? Or are you singing someone else's song? What's your song? Slow resolution, distant feelings, distant feelings. That's what's coming up. Polarity traps. Making Dark. I am values. I am oneness. I am contrasting. Yeah, this is absolutely. As a clarifier for death and beyond, on that 6, it's speaking to unity consciousness. I am oneness, increasing fire with air. So collectively, we're moving out of mud. We're moving out of earth and water. Oh, for years, it's felt like wading through mud, clearing the soma and the heavy matter of what we've become entangled with. And we're moving to fire and air, which is fast. It's fast and incendiary. Okay. Softening earth with water, same quality, different elements, the shadow mirror of creational magic. In contrast, we are in polarity. We're actually in duality. In contrast, it's this or it's that. Polarity, it's everything. Oh my gosh. Bear with me. Forgotten origins of inherited trauma. So this is, I would say between now and March, will be the releasing of the inherited collective traumatic wound. Yeah, go long. And Capricorn, okay. We might not want to let go of the structure. Own it. That's okay. Own it. I can see what's coming in, but I don't want to let go of my structure because I'm quite comfortable and safe and warm. Okay. Own it. Call it. That's fine because that's a step. Organic transformation, oldest metabolic pathway. And my hands are freezing cold. Primal scream of creation. That's death. I don't know how this relates, but I just love the sentence pure hellborn joy. Yeah. I am kind. I am spiteful. And usually when we're spiteful, we're being spiteful to ourselves. So I am kind, organic wizard. Okay. Let's open the path up then and see where this goes. Um, I don't want all of these. That's way too many. But we do have Earth and we do have Magnet, universal soul attraction. So we're coming into, there's going to be layer after layer of soul union work. I honestly believe that from now until Saturn, Neptune go into the first house to create the initiatic fire, it's going to ramp. It's fast as it is. Personally, what takes me off camera for so long is I go into these deep activations and they're coming in thick and fast. They're like bloody contractions. They're coming in so thick and fast that they take me out and I have to go through a couple of days of recalibration because the energy is so high. High, I don't like that word, fine. It's so fine that my body I have to step out and let my body figure out how to calibrate, because my body's way more intelligent than my brain. So soul union, layer after layer after layer after layer. I miss me. I miss the part of me that isn't here. I miss the part of me that is having simultaneous lifetimes in non-physical reality. And now I know it. And that's what broke my heart. But I used that as my catalytic converter. So I forge in fire and I set in water. Looks like I'm crying, looks like I'm sobbing, but I'm not. I'm using the diaphragm to open the solar plexus and to activate the fire. Yeah, look at this. Uranus, Sappho, Vitriol, North Node, Scorpio. Okay, we're going with these. Blooming heck. Put those there. Let's talk into these. So my question was, where is the story going? We are pulling in now as, what was that? Anima Mundi. Was that in the last reading? Anima Mundi, the collective soul, the oversoul. So I'm reminded of the soul as a dimensional bridge. And when we work at soul level and when we clear the trauma and we empty the cell and regenerate in the light of a finer vibration that can imbibe more, less, more, less. Less is more. A cell that can imbibe more lessness, more void. We bond at a soul level with our access to all of the dimensions. And my left side is, my masculine is activating here. My feminine, sorry, is activating. So this card speaks of cosmic order. I am magnetic. I am repellent. I'm going to read you a poem. Are you sitting comfortably? I'm going to have a drink. So this poem is called Becoming My Own Muse. Sometimes she tempers her intensity. Sometimes she tempers her insanity. Like over-diluted cordial, no distinct flavor or threat, just a convincing sweetness that's safe to be around. In thinned version, she feels weak, invisible, an impotent liar, acquiescing to the fixed collective smile of the quivering hive, who fear a change in the order of things. Hive begs her, through eyes made blind, not to explore beyond the lines, not to experiment with self in ways that shake foundations and make normal an eccentric, curious oddity. Hive begs her not to show her soul, for that would be a shadow too beautiful to bear, too excruciating to see. Gnosis, power, fragility in the eyes of the dark feminine. The cryptic, elliptic, self-contained, solipsistic, she orbits far, far away, then closer, closer to. When away you yearn for her, when close you repel and blame her for the darkness in you. What you crave is you. What you repel is you. Hidden in the underworld, the missing love is you. Gonna break your heart wide open, this. Not all at once, it'll come in stages. Let it. Let it. It seeks unity with your heart. It seeks unity. Okay. Primordial thought changer. I'm not going to speak into that. I'm going to read some words and I'm not going to speak into that. Why? Because it's your story. This is where your primordial experience comes in. Penetrative resolution beyond time. It's masculine energy coming in here. Soul thread, unveiling the truth. Platinum, galactic aligner. The glass harmonica. Yeah. I am static, I am changed. I don't think there'll be much space to stay static. I really don't. Sappho, hello. My whole body is activated. I'm shaking all the way up my central core. Electrifying wordsmithery. Being truly human, vocal aphrodisiac, purring poetry, sharing self. This is speaking about intimacy and vulnerability in the sovereign expression of what you are. You may not know that. You may not know what you are. Beyond human, what are you? I am expressive. I am tongue-tied. Inner earth void, here there be dragons. Visit Earth's interior to heal and discover the hidden stone, the polished stone that's within you. It's ancestral, this. Deep, deep. I am found, I am lost. Faith in the unknown. I am journeying, I am stationary. Moon in Scorpio, whale song, ancestral song. Pleasure-driven sensuality. Dolphin energy coming in. I am selfless, I am selfish. Right, I was working with this the other day. Strange that this should come out. And I was kind of writing a journal entry in my head that never made it onto paper, but here it goes. You know, I sometimes say, run towards all the words that have been shamed and explore them. Was selfish, self-centered, actually. It was self-centered that I was working with. Oh, what is this and why is it being shamed? You're so self-centered. And what came in behind it was inconsiderate. So very often when people accuse one another of being self-centered, what they're saying is you're inconsiderate. Self-centeredness is to be centered in the self at all times, no matter what chaos is going on, is to stay in center and witness. Stay in center. Hear your own metronome. Hear when it goes out of beat. Bring it back to center. That's self-centeredness. When that self-centeredness is determined to serve only itself, it becomes inconsiderate. Okay. Earth, and you may not want to let go. Nice. Black bile. Yum. What I get with this is objective reality, free from emotional filtering, free from the buttercream of life. That's when we make excuses for others. We put buttercream on it. Just call it what it is. I am meaningless. I am substantial. Okay. Now I've got a headache. Yeah, I want to go to the Crystal Oracle and let's run with this story and see where it takes us. And I'm in an absolutely black cave. This is like I've walked into a cave through a dimensional bridge into the void. So the cave is the, oh wow, space holder. And I can see ripples of energy expanding out. So I'm just going to stay in this energy and see what comes through. It's like, it's like there's so much energy coming through the cards, they're getting kind of constipated. But we have two cards. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So, chakra balancing. Interesting, this has appeared in a cube. One wants to dissolve, wants you to dissolve and birth the light, the single point. So back to over here, and when I said that's fun, I was being guided to run the number 6 through every chakra. 6 seeks harmony, double blueprint. Run the number 6, picture the number 6, color it, shape it, whatever. Run it through every chakra. Master healer, self-healing, coming in on that 21, which says you have the sensitivity to know what needs your touch. You don't need to go outside of yourself. But I don't know how to do it. Then clumsily attempt. Okay. Be the child trying to do brain surgery. Clumsily attempt and trust you are not alone. Yeah, thank you. So Rag and Bone Man is like soul on a stick for me. I know that first album upside down, backwards and inside out. I've done quite a lot of soul work with that album. And I only noticed the name of it the other day, which really made me giggle. And it's something, forgive me if I get it wrong, a life of misadventure, a life of misadventure. I've taught myself everything I know, like a child, through adventure, misadventure, some formal training, but really not much in the grand scheme of things. I'm quite autodidactic. I go my own way. And there's an encouragement here to birth your own brand of healing. Yeah, but well, I hear how it's done. Yeah, Reiki, Reiki. How do you do it? What modality are you birthing? And do you have the courage to birth something radically different? Self healing, underlying. Yeah. New inspiration. That's you. That's you. And you are not alone. Wow. So, unity consciousness. Okay. And we're going here. Okay. I can't remember what this one's called. Galactic healing? Galactic oracle? Sorry. So I'm just talking to the cards because as our energy uplifts, everything around us uplifts. And they were getting stuck. That seems to be a theme. They were getting stuck. And I was just saying to them, find your song, express in your own way what's your story. And it's kind of eased. Feel a bit childlike now. Excited, childlike, just playing. They're just playing with me now. You're just playing with me. Let's see what they are. I haven't touched the three that fell out. Okay. I want to talk to this because damn. Okay. Evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. So there seems to be an Arcturian initiation going on in collaboration with our sun. Halls of Amenti, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. Thick and fast. Like clear your diary wherever you can. I know it's Christmas. Oh, oh God, that's horrible. That's like a dead ache right across. There's like a yoke across my shoulders. Oh, it's like that really dull toothache. Oh, I'll just let that cook. The weight of the world on your shoulders. Oh, it wasn't your fault. It's guidance not to hold yourself responsible here for something that predates you. That's the Akashic wipe. We've been in that Akashic wipe for a long time. It won't happen overnight. It's going to happen in stages as we're ready. Inner Earth, and we've already had vitriol out. Inner Earth speaks to base chakra. Base chakra is the old foundation. Secrets hidden in the base chakra. And find a note to go with that six. If you could sing six, how would it sound? Sing it into all the chakras. But that's all the same, and the chakras are all different, and the chakras are all intelligent. It's like Reiki. If you need 50 watts, that's all you'll get. If you need 1,000 watts, that's exactly what you'll get. Same healer, doing the same thing, you'll get just what you need. So base chakra, underlying and fundamental. This is old. I can't even, literally this morning I've had a conversation about Sirius. I can't even. Okay. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. I don't really hold with that message, but Syrian light, 1212. Mm, yeah, onward, onward, onward. That's feeling very indigenous, that card. Yes, it speaks to Egypt. Egypt. What am I trying to say? Hajit. Hajit. Oh, Hajit. Hajit. That's in the brainstem. So yeah, this is old. What was I going to say? I can't remember. Aboriginal. It's something more collective than Egypt. Okay. And we still have three cards. I'm going to start wrapping this up soon. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I think this wraps it up. I'm going to have a drink. And we have solstice coming up. You might run out of words. If you haven't already run out of words, if you didn't already run out of words like 7 years ago, you might run out of words. But in there is the inherent challenge to speak without thinking, to free associate, free the mind, free the mind. Stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. Lots of soul alignment going on. It's like coming home. It feels like coming home. And who else can speak to this? My greatest sadness in life is galactic loneliness. That's what I grew up with. I don't feel it anymore because I've done so much integrative work, so much embodiment. But that was my deepest core wound sadness, galactic loneliness that I may never get home. Who else can speak to that? Oh, wonderful. Mm. What I just saw was a being standing in front of something like a library, standing in front of the divine temple that is you. Sorry, I don't mean to overcomplicate it. It's like it's outside of you until it's within you. Merging, merging. Like, yeah, thank you. Merging with the process rather than see it as something that is happening to you or being done to you or for you. It's becoming the process. It's completely dissolving into the process to become that coalescent field of energy without meaning or purpose, without understanding or logic or reason. And I'm going to close the reading here. It's like the cosmic heart of all things. All-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. We cannot accept ourselves if we're still trying to be something for others. We've got to let that go. You don't got to do anything. I'm not telling you what to do. That's not why I'm here. I'm just saying serenity comes in a complete acceptance of every polarity that you've ever explored. the amalgam, the conglomerate, total acceptance. This is, wow, beautiful. So I don't know if I'll be able to get back to camera this week. It is a colossal week, colossal client week. And before I break up for Christmas, I'm going to take the whole week off next week because I have books to read. And then we'll see what comes in the new year. Or I might surprise you all and turn something out before I break up. Who knows? This has been lovely. Thank you for being here. And do all the like clicky things. And I will see you all again soon. I'll leave you with my love.